Welcome back to the Inner Circle Show. In today's Palantir episode, we have a very bullish statement and price target from no other than Dan Ives, and new information about a Palantir partnership. But before we get into all of that, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn your notifications on so you do not miss an upload, Monday through Friday. What a day yesterday was for Palantir. We started the day, the markets opened, and Palantir shot up by about 4.5% and went over $29, and actually it looked like it was going to go to $30 a share. And then it started its slow descent, and we kind of ended the day, closed the market at the same sort of price as we opened it at. But anyway, this was still quite a dramatic price movement, and in part this was due to a very, very bullish Dan Ives statement. He said the following: "With AI spending taking up more spending in IT budgets as more organizations learn how to properly implement this tech, we believe the Messi of AI Palantir is in a prime spot to continue expanding its pipeline as AIP is front and center. New bull case target, Palantir, $50 a share." So Dan Ives' price target for 2025 for Palantir is $50 a share, meaning from now until 2025, he is seeing this position basically double. Dan is a smart man. He definitely has a way with words. He's very good at explaining things. He says things like the Messi of AI, golden child, godfather of AI, and he has a very fun fashion sense. He's one of the analysts that have been very openly bullish on AI and some key tech players such as Palantir and Tesla. And you know, a number of times he's been very accurate. It's really nice to see an optimistic and high price target for Palantir, especially following the downgrade that we saw just a couple of days ago from Mizuho. The stock is already up about 60% over the last year, and it has outperformed the S&P 500. And this leads people to actually think, you know what, I'll hold off, I won't add any more at the moment, I'll stop dollar cost averaging in and I'll wait for a pullback because it's run up so quickly, it's actually overvalued right now and it will drop at some point. But staying away from a really high quality, good stock just because it's gone up, in my opinion, is a little bit silly. It's silly if you are a long-term investor. If you are a short or a mid-term investor, of course, you've got to pay more attention to the price movements in the short term. And also if you are buying based on intrinsic value. Now for Palantir to rise to $50 a share, obviously a market cap increase needs to take place, which will require Palantir actually increasing their revenue. And at the current time, and I've spoken about this before, Palantir is growing their revenue at a compound annual growth rate of about 21%. But I actually think that this is fairly low for a company like Palantir, and I would actually expect it, and I am expecting it to increase in the near future, given that they are already proving to us that they have the ability to capture the market and the momentum that we're already seeing both on the commercial side and the government side. We've also got the evidence that AIP is in strong demand and, you know, the general market desire for AI solutions. And then you couple all of this with the idea that Dan pointed out, and that is that organizations are spending more and more money on AI solutions. And also we've got to think about the geopolitical landscape because of course Palantir does have their whole government organization. They're not just focusing on commercial businesses. So with all this in mind, I think it's very, very obvious, in my opinion, that Palantir are set to see higher growth. $50 a share by 2025 is quite a bold price target, and I actually think it's one of the highest out there from analysts. Now, not too much information was given as to how he actually arrived at that price target, but he did point out a few things. He said he has spoken to almost 100 customers of Palantir, and he has noticed that their conviction has increased. They are seeing the value that Palantir is giving. They are trusting and believing in Palantir's solutions even more than ever. He also pointed out that deals are accelerating. More and more companies, whether that's on the commercial or government side, are learning about Palantir, are hearing about Palantir. It's sort of spreading through the market, and that means that they are getting more and more contracts. He also said one reason that he increased his price target is because he's seeing that the AIP conversion is stronger than he initially expected, and he is thinking that the next 6 to 12 months is actually looking very strong and very bullish for Palantir. He says he does understand the argument that the valuation is getting too rich and Palantir is getting too expensive, but personally he just doesn't agree with that. And also his base case is $35 per share, but he does think that Palantir is truly one of the best AI stocks out there. When it comes to AI, I think a lot of people straight away think of LLMs. Whether they know that they're called LLMs or not, that's kind of what comes to mind. But we've got to remember that Palantir aren't just offering LLMs, whereas a lot of companies are. And at some point, and I don't think this will take too long, large language models will simply just become a commodity, and offering them won't be a way to differentiate yourself against your competitors. But Palantir are not just doing that. They are also offering the ontologies that are ever so important too. And I saw a really good post on X that puts this very nicely. The only products I've seen work are Tesla's FSD and Palantir's AIP. Both are selling after demos. Other companies are creating chatbots that hallucinate. This is exactly it. Once the customers are shown the technology, whether that is Tesla's FSD or Palantir's AIP, they want them solutions. They will pay for those solutions. Show, not tell. And then I saw this reply from Chad, who works at Palantir. He says, I agree. On the ground, I can't tell you how many times I have seen this firsthand with the failed AI projects, and we can deliver valuable things in a bootcamp with AIP. Do let me know in the comments below whether or not you think $50 per share by 2025 is at all feasible, whether or not you agree with Dan Ives. But let's see what the Q2 earnings are saying. Let's see if we can see more momentum in the numbers and what the compound annual growth rate is for the revenue and all of that good stuff. They are coming up very, very soon. In other Palantir news, yesterday they released a new video talking about the work that they are doing with Striveworks, who are a company that help companies use machine learning and AI. They provide a low-code platform designed to help data scientists and engineers build, deploy, and manage machine learning models more efficiently. The video talking about this collaboration, which by the way I will leave linked in the description below if you do want to check out the whole video, but it speaks about how Striveworks is using Palantir's software to bring AI-powered actionable insights to the defense front lines. Striveworks platform pairs with Palantir's Apollo to serve government customers, and this is due to them having a shared mission, a common mission within the national security space. And the CEO at Striveworks has said that their collaboration, their partnership with Palantir has enabled them to deliver capabilities to their customers in two major ways. Number one is helping them get their software into the hands of their customers in a timely and more efficient way. And number two is making the model an invisible part that enables end users to make decisions. In fact, in this video, it also mentions that Palantir and Striveworks were actually competitors for many years. So it's really interesting to see them come together and work together for a common mission that they have. Do let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll be back with another episode on Monday.